Justin, how do you try and explain that performance today?
It's unacceptable, disappointing, hard to take. Didn't see it coming. Well, you know, you've been in yourself.
Well, I was going to say, where's it come from, I suppose, is the real question.
Well, the thing is, people are going to probably laugh at me and think, be taken out of in a white jacket, but for long periods of time we were comfortable. But, if you concede goals in the manner we did, it tends to suck the life out of you, and that's what it did.
In terms of the goals, it just felt like individual error after individual error today. I mean, how does a side, how does that happen in such an extent today, I suppose, in such frequency?
Well, what can you do? I mean, you're not saying names, Ryan. I don't know. Do you want me to say them? I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I suppose
do that.
People watching the highlights will say, what's happening with Stuart Nelson this season. Do you have an answer for that?
No, I don't. I mean, for many a game last year, he was outstanding for us. No, I mean, it's the goals that we conceded really took the life out of us, and they're hard to. You can't legislate, and you can't fathom out why, but we have to address it, and we'll have to look at it and try and put things right.
I mean, I can understand. Obviously, it's difficult for you to try and explain because this was very unlike your side. The third goal in particular, a free header from a corner. That's not something we're used to seeing from your Gillingham side, and I suppose that's why watching on it's very hard for us to try and explain what we're seeing.
No, of course. Listen, I think we all the goals were avoidable. There's two errors from Stuart. There's a free header that Emmanuel's let his runner off him. The penalty's avoidable. It's just as soft as it is. It's everything's avoidable. It wasn't through any good play. It was through poor decision making and individual errors. And when that happens, there's that amount in any one game. Listen, we come out second half and we had a bit of life, but the fourth goal goes in and it takes everything out of you.
In some sense, is it easier to try and rectify when it is individual errors that are so uncharacteristic? As I say, Stuart, I'm sure, isn't doing that in training every day. There is going to be a way for him to try and push past that like others.
Well, Stuart hasn't done that in his career. You've watched longer than I have. You know that's not what Stuart's about. That's why he's regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in this league, and a lot of clubs are chasing him in the summer. People have lapses in form. We've got to work away and work hard to get him out of that. But the other goals, they're all. It's not. Stuart's had two errors and the rest are different individuals. It's a bad result. I still feel that they went to the end. They still tried. They gave everything they got, and everything today was more than avoidable.